Good evening. My name is Lace Iyamu and welcome to an Edo Connect special. My conversation with the wonderful ex-commissioner of Edo State Arts, Culture, Tourism and Diaspora Affairs, Mr. Osaze Ero, who was arrested in Amsterdam by Interpol in December 2019 while on official duty. Osaze was then extradited to Italy, where he's currently held in a maximum security facility awaiting trial. Mr. Ero was still a commissioner when all this happened, and due to prison restrictions, he was unable to make a statement, get an opportunity to give his side of the story or updates on the situation to the people of Edo State and the Nigerian citizens. Please bear in mind with us, we were only able to speak for about 15 minutes and he wanted us to publish this conversation, so there was a lot of scribbling. We'll get right into it right now. We greeted on the phone. I hailed him as usual. He was still our commissioner. I said, how you doing, sir? He said, my health is good. He sounded in good spirits. He thanked the people of Edo State for their prayers and their support for his family. I then went on straight into the case due to time restrictions. I asked him what was going on. What has he been arrested for? He replied me there was not a single evidence against him for mafia kingpin charges an Italian prosecutor has brought against him. He has not committed any crime, and the Italian prosecutor is trying to manipulate the justice system and is going as far as forging documents in order to try and convict him. There is no proof of a crime he committed, except the prosecutor is bringing out a criminal manual as evidence, just a manual. I asked him what was happening in Italy and why the case was taking so long. This case has taken so long because of the COVID-19 lockdown, and the Italian courts have been closed for about a year, postponing the commissioner's case about 4 to 5 times. This is just an unfortunate time, he said. The real reason is after the COVID is the Italian justice system using an Italian Mafia 416 code to prosecute Nigerians. This code, as the commissioner informed me, was written for real mafia organizations. It is like an umbrella rap sheet, which includes a lot of crimes, including child labor, racketeering, human trafficking, and many, many other things. Most of them are alien to the Nigerian guys you find in the prison system. I then asked him, how did you come into this? How did you fall into this sort of problem? Mr. Ero explained that acting in his capacity as a government official, anytime he visits those in Europe, majorly in diaspora, he always goes around gatherings and speak to the people to be goodwill ambassadors anywhere they are. In one such sensitizing speeches in 2013, he was recorded, and the prosecutor, knowing who he is, a top Nigerian government official, has decided to liken him to the gang leader of some people they were investigating. There is no proof of a crime he committed, the commissioner said. The prosecutor is bringing out a manual as evidence, and that is where we're at with the case. I asked him, why can't they just let you go? Because they have nothing against you. Mr. Ero, the ex-commissioner, then further explained that using the Italian 416 code, this code only allows Nigerians to either accept a long trial or a short trial.
Edo State in southern Nigeria is home to 5 million people. Life can be extremely challenging. 6 in 10 people live in poverty. Many live in remote rural communities with little to no employment, no access to clean water or basic healthcare facilities. Heavy rain can go on for 10 to 12 days, causing severe flooding, destroying livelihoods, buildings, and taking lives. The impact on the poorest is devastating. Many children in Edo State are homeless, scavenging for food, and some are forced into child labor. 1 in 3 children are unable to attend school due to poverty. Schools are in an appalling state of disrepair without the most basic teaching facilities. For the poorest people, healthcare is out of reach. People live with severe disabilities without support. Edo Development Aid are improving lives every day, but we need your help. Your donation helps the poorest people to create brighter futures. Please visit our website or call us to donate. Thank you.
A short trial, he explained, is that you agree all the charges brought against you and get about 10 years prison sentence. After 6 to 7 years, you're brought in front of the judge again on appeal, and based on good behavior, they may allow you go home and cut your sentence short, and also you might not face deportation. A long trial means you have the money for a lawyer who can defend you. Almost all Nigerians do not take the route of a long trial because they cannot afford it. The commissioner took the long trial because he is innocent and wants the chance to prove himself as such. How are the hearings going? I then got to ask. It's been a long time since December 2019 to May 2021. The commissioner told me he's been before 1 or 2 hearings just after the ex-commissioner, Mr. Osaze Ero, told me he has been to 1 or 2 hearings just after the COVID restrictions got lifted in Italy. In one hearing, the commissioner told the sitting judge he has ambitions to be governor, to be minister, to serve in the Senate, and get to the presidency, and that he will not be able to pursue his ambitions by accepting a crime he knows nothing about. I sympathized and wanted to talk a little bit. So I asked the commissioner, how is he getting on? What has seen him in prison? What has he seen in prison that has shocked him? Mr. Ero was very sad, and he said there are over 500 Nigerians in maximum security in the Italian prison system, and most of them are for crimes they did not commit. There is no justice for them at all. No money for a lawyer, and the fear of deportation. I then quickly said, what is he doing to help himself in this situation? And maybe if there's anything he's doing to help the Nigerians around him. He sounded so concerned about them. Osaze said he has written to the Nigerian High Commissioner in Italy, also to Abike Dabiri, the president of the Nigerian Diaspora Commission. He has also written to the Senate through Senator Urogide, the House of Reps, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Godfrey Oyema, but to date, he has had no response from anybody. Osaze said the Edo State governor has also helped. He has written to the Nigerian High Commission and the ambassador in Italy for them to support Osaze, but to date, they have not done anything. It is not fair. The ex-commissioner said, it is not fair. They do not care about the welfare of Nigerians abroad. If a senior government official, such as myself, is witnessing this treatment, what is the fate of the normal Nigerian incarcerated abroad? I quickly tried to make it a bit light and asked him who has visited him. Has he been receiving visits because he's out there in Italy in maximum security? He said not one Nigerian government official has been to visit him throughout his stay in maximum security. Osaze said the British Embassy has come to see him about 3 times. They bring him books, and they also call the center to check on him. They have been very supportive. Asked him if the Italian authorities were aware of what was happening in terms of what the prosecution is bringing against him. Osaze responded that in Italy there's serious judicial reforms currently going on, and about 20 Italian judges are under investigation for crimes such as this. Quite a widespread corruption, he said. We're coming to the end of our time, and I asked him how optimistic is he about his trial and when is the next one coming up. He said, he mentioned mid-May. He has a court date for around mid-May, and he's confident he's coming home very soon. There is no crime committed and there is no evidence. It has taken long because of the COVID and the skewness in the Italian justice system. Almost every Nigerian assumes everyone arrested abroad has committed a crime. Nobody cares about justice for the Nigerian. Nigerians are denied justice in Europe and many other countries, and that is the fight I want to follow up once this case is over. Mr. Ero said apparently over 500 Nigerian men with wives and kids are separated from their families for years, languishing in maximum security for offenses they did not commit. This is a familiar story of many Nigerians in maximum security abroad. I will fight for them. How is your family and how are they holding up? I asked. He responded, we're very strong. My wife, my family, I miss them so much and it's been hard. I only cried once when my wife came to visit me in Italy. He thanks everyone for their support. One of the huge morals from this story is a message to our leaders, the senates, the high commissions, the embassies and the international representatives, that as a matter of urgency, they need to provide support for Nigerians incarcerated overseas. So at least we can get the facts. We can hear their side of the story. We can learn as a country what we can do rather than accepting the bad name being given to us due to poor representation. I just hope the powers that be get this message and start doing something as Mr. Osaze Ero has highlighted. My name is Lacey Yamu, and thank you for listening to this message.
Edo State in southern Nigeria is home to 5 million people. Life can be extremely challenging. 6 in 10 people live in poverty. Many live in remote rural communities with little to no employment, no access to clean water or basic healthcare facilities. Heavy rain can go on for 10 to 12 days, causing severe flooding, destroying livelihoods, buildings, and taking lives. The impact on the poorest is devastating. Many children in Edo State are homeless, scavenging for food, and some are forced into child labor. 1 in 3 children are unable to attend school due to poverty. Schools are in an appalling state of disrepair without the most basic teaching facilities. For the poorest people, healthcare is out of reach. People live with severe disabilities without support. Edo Development Aid are improving lives every day, but we need your help. Your donation helps the poorest people to create brighter futures. Please visit our website or call us to donate. Thank you.